Today we're going over the boasty, the boastful, the bold, and the lofty, the heady and the high-minded. We're going to cover several chapters in the King James Version Bible, starting off with Ephesians 2, 8 through 9. For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of mighty God AHAYAH, not of works, lest any man should boast. Let not him that girded on his harness boast himself as he that putteth it off. For the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom mighty God AHAYAH abhorred. They are corrupt, and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They that trust in their wealth, and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to mighty God AHAYAH a ransom for him. There is a generation, oh, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of mighty God AHAYAH endureth continually. The tongue deviseth mischiefs, like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Selah. AHAYAH thy El Elohi, our mighty God, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things? And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves. They break in pieces thy people, O El Elohi AHAYAH, and afflict thine heritage. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and mighty God AHAYAH alone shall be exalted in that day. For the day of mighty God AHAYAH of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and AHAYAH our El Elohi alone shall be exalted in that day. And the mean man shall be brought down, and the mighty man shall be humbled, and the eyes of the lofty shall be humbled. For mighty God AHAYAH bringeth down them that dwell on high, the lofty city. He laid it low, even to the ground. He bringeth it even to the dust. The heavens declare his righteousness, and all the people see his glory. Confounded be all they that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. Worship him, all you gods. It is not, said the buyer, but when he is gone his way, then he boasted. Whoso boasted himself of a false gift is like clouds and wind without rain. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Let another man praise thee, and not thine own mouth, a stranger, and not thine own lips. But you shall be named the priest of AHAYAH mighty God. Men shall call you the ministers of our mighty God AHAYAH. You shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. And thou shalt know that I am AHAYAH thy mighty God, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, They are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus says AHAYAH mighty God, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. We have heard the pride of Moab. He is exceeding proud. His loftiness and his arrogancy and his pride and the haughtiness of his heart. In the day when mighty God AHAYAH shall judge the secrets of men by Yeshua, our Messiah, our Redeemer and King, according to my gospel, behold, thou art called a Jew, and rested in the law, and makest thy boast of mighty God AHAYAH. Thou makest thy boast of the law. Through breaking the law dishonest thou mighty God? Boast not against the branches, but if thou boast, thou bearest not the root, but the root thee. But we will not boast of things without our measure, but according to the measure of the rule which mighty God AHAYAH hath distributed to us, a measure to reach even unto you. Not boasting of things without our measure, that is, of other men's labors, but having hope when your faith is increased, that we shall be enlarged by you, according to our rule abundantly. To preach the gospel in the regions beyond you, and not to boast in another man's line of things made ready to our hand. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of mighty God AHAYAH. Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindled. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. Boldness. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. But he giveth more grace, wherefore he said, mighty God AHAYAH resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. Now I know that mighty God AHAYAH is greater than all gods, for in that thing wherein they dealt proudly, he was above them. Talk no more so exceedingly proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For mighty God AHAYAH is a mighty God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. Whoso privily slandered his neighbor, him will I cut off. Him that had an high look and a proud heart will I suffer. He divided the sea with his power, and by his understanding he smited through the proud. Look on every one that is proud, mighty God AHAYAH, and bring him low, and tread down the wicked in their place. Mighty God AHAYAH shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speaketh proud things. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Blessed is that man that maketh mighty God AHAYAH his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth, render a reward to the proud. Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed, which do err from thy commandments. The proud have had me greatly in derision, yet have I not declined from thy law. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. Let the proud be ashamed, for they dealt previously with me without a cause. They have dealt perversely with me without a cause, but I will meditate in thy precepts. Though mighty God AHAYAH be high, yet had he respect unto the lowly, but the proud he knoweth afar off. These 6 things doth mighty God AHAYAH hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, an hand that shed innocent blood, an heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. AHAYAH our mighty God will destroy the house of the proud, but he will establish the border of the widow. Every one that is proud in heart is an abomination to mighty God AHAYAH. Though hand joined in hand, he shall not be unpunished. Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. A high look and a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin. Proud and haughty scorner is his name, who dealeth in proud wrath. He that is of a proud heart stirreth up strife, but he that putteth his trust in AHAYAH Mighty God shall be made fat. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. For the day of mighty God AHAYAH of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. We have heard of the pride of Moab. He is very proud, even of his haughtiness, and his pride, and his wrath, but his lies shall not be so. Yeah, we have heard the pride of Moab. He is exceeding proud, his loftiness and his arrogancy, and his pride and his haughtiness of his heart. Call together the archers against Babylon, all you that bend the bow, camped against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she had done, do unto her, for she had been proud against mighty God AHAYAH, against the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, said AHAYAH Mighty God of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of his distress. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said mighty God AHAYAH of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. He that showed strength with his arm, he had scattered the proud in the imagination of their hearts. Yea, hear ye, and give ear, be not proud, for mighty God AHAYAH had spoken. And even as they did not like to retain mighty God AHAYAH in their knowledge, mighty God AHAYAH gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whispers, backbiters, haters of mighty God AHAYAH, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of mighty God AHAYAH, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Long time therefore abode they, speaking boldly in mighty God AHAYAH, which gave testimony unto the word of his grace, and granted signs and wonders to be done by their hands, in whom we have boldness and access with confidence by the faith of him. And for me, the utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. And many of the brethren in Messiah Yeshua, waxing confident by my bonds, are much more bold to speak the word without fear, according to my earnest expectation and my hope, that in nothing I shall be ashamed, but that with all boldness as always, so now also Messiah Yeshua shall be magnified in my body, whether it be by life or by death. For thus said the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place, with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble, and to revive the heart of the contrite ones. In mighty God AHAYAH we boast all the day long, and praise thy name forever. Salah. My soul shall make her boast in AHAYAH mighty God. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. O love AHAYAH thy mighty God, all you his saints, for AHAYAH preserveth the faithful, and plentifully rewarded the proud doer. Thank you for listening.